What's going on? I had to make a video today. Let me just start off and tell you a little background story here. My friend AJ contacted me he called me up the other day. He's like, dude, I went to Bull Moose. They did clearance, their new clearance markdowns. They do it like once a quarter. So every 3 months they go through their inventory. Whatever's been there for a year, they go through and mark down 25%. Once it's 25%, in the next quarter they'll mark it to 50, and then 75, and then it's like $2-3 after that. So they're constantly rotating their clearance every 3 months, and once I know that they do the markdowns, I like to get in there and check stuff out. So he went in over the weekend and picked up a Ben Folds Songs for Silverman, which I already had, but I know that on the same day that that record was released, Reinhold Messner was also released, so I knew that this was getting marked down. And I didn't have a copy of it. It's still sealed. I just got home a little while ago, and so I have not opened it up yet, but I needed to grab this for my Ben Folds collection. Sorry about the glare off of that, but this is on the Analog Spark, which I think does a really good job. I have a few others on that label. The Cranberries, another Ben Folds. Can't really think of anything else off the top of my head, but this was marked down to 50% off, so I was able to snag this for $12 today. So I wanted to get that out there. It was my day off. That was the reason, that record was the reason for me going out today. Well, when I get there, well, first, before I do that, let me just show you what I'm playing right now. This is the David Griezmann's Acoustic Christmas. You guys all know, well, maybe not, but most of you should know David Griezmann. He's done stuff with the Grateful Dead. I mean, we got, yeah, he's on mandolin. We got, what's his name? Rob Wasserman on bass. Bella Fleck plays on this record. So, I just picked this up today. I actually bought this off of Jonathan. He has his little spot at the antique shop. And I picked this up for $5 today from Jonathan. It's in great shape. Luckily, Jonathan is Jewish and doesn't like Christmas music. So, thank you, Jonathan. But yeah, I was able to, I never even knew this was out. So I was very excited to see that at his spot there today. So, thank you, Jonathan. Let me get back to my story here. And so I go to Bull Moose. First thing, they open at 9. I was there at 9. And I picked up the Reinhold Messner. And then as I'm going through, I find a record that I've been wanting for a while. And then I kind of forgot about it. You know, it's just like on that list of things, oh, I need to get this. But when I saw it for 25% off, I couldn't say no, and that's Hiss Golden Messenger. This came out in 2017. It's the newest. It's on Merge Records. It's his newest record. It's my first one by him. Here's your label. But it's, you know, folk rock. The new folk rock, you know. It's for fans of Dawes, Tallest Man on Earth, all those kinds of newer, Fleece Brothers, Deer Tick. If you like that kind of stuff, and you haven't heard this band yet, or this artist, I think it's more of, his name is MC Taylor. There is a band, but I think it's mostly him. I don't know. I don't know too much about him. Like I said, it's my first time grabbing one. Every time I've heard this stuff, I have loved it. I've already spun this once today, And when I first got home, I spun it, and it sounded incredible. I can't wait to really dig in. One of the songs even kind of reminded me of the Rolling Stones. I thought that was cool. Holy shit, we're at 5 minutes already, and I haven't even begun. The excitement. The reason for why I made this video is I went to a Goodwill today, and I had a David Michael-like day. You guys all know Nas Nomad. He always just finds the best stuff. I had a David Michael day. So, before I get there though, my last purchase at Bull Moose, the Fleece Brothers, which I just mentioned, with describing His Golden Messenger. Another, folk rock band. Just love these guys. So, they had this used for $8. It looks like it showed up at their shop yesterday. They put it out for $8. I was able to grab it for $4 because Bull Moose does a point system and you can earn points to get things half price. I had enough points to grab that for $4, so I was pretty excited. Before I get to the Goodwill, I'm going to hold off a little bit. I'm going to keep you watching, keep you on the edge of your seat to see what I found today, and trust me, it's worth it. So if you want, you can just fast forward through this crap to get there, but I might have good commentary before that you're going to miss. Who knows? Like, what kind of beer I'm drinking? Some Shamrock'n Session IPA? Yeah, you don't care about that. Well, some of you do. I know Sean and Dean care about what I'm drinking. So, anyway, I pull up to my house today when I get home record shopping, and what's outside? A package. So, I had special ordered a copy of the Old 97s, Love the Holidays, their new Christmas record. There you are, Rhett and the boys. Who looks like they've been drinking a little bit too much eggnog right there. But, I have not opened it yet. I am going to open it for you guys. My trusty, here we go. James Griffith, I know you love this. Here's my crotch shot for all the ladies watching. Probably 2 ladies watching in the whole BC. There you go. But you take your record on your jeans and... oh yeah, this is how I open every record. Once you feel that burn, there you go. Gotta love the power of friction, right? And that's why we have Friction Baby. Better than Ezra up there. Because a little friction, there you go. But I wanted you guys to see this because I pre-ordered the Candy Cane vinyl. So let's see what this bad boy looks like. Oh. And there she is. The Old 97s on Candy Cane vinyl. Doesn't smell like a candy cane. Doesn't taste like a candy cane either. Anyway, going to see them on Monday night with Jonathan. I can't wait. I'm sure they will play some of this. And they will play the classics. And it's going to be a good time. I can't get it in there because the stupid download card is trying to shove it back in. I will do that later. But what I wanted to show you that came with this, if you pre-ordered it from ATO Records, they did a pre-order, I don't know, probably 6 weeks ago, probably around Halloween or something when I ordered this. But I got a pre-order thing from them, and I don't know, because from Facebook, because I like them on Facebook, and you know, all this stuff. They're like, oh, pre-order Old 97s, and if you pre-order it, you get a bonus 7-inch. So, you know me, I'm a sucker for my favorite bands. Blue Christmas on blue vinyl, and on the B side we got Up on the House Up. And not only do you get the bonus 7-inch, but you get a Christmas card signed by the band. So I thought that was kind of cool. I didn't know it was going to be signed by the band. I just knew that they said, oh, you're going to get a Christmas card. It was a perk to find out that it's signed. So I was pretty excited. Good job with that, ATO Records. I can't wait to hear it. I did hear some of it on Spotify already, and it sounded awesome. So very excited about that. All right, I still got Record Store Day, Black Friday stuff. I got my finds from today, which I'm gonna bust into right now, because you know I know you're at the edge of your seat. So, I was at the Bull Moose in South Portland, and literally less than a block away is the Goodwill. So I usually hit both when I'm in that area. And I got a few little stacks here of things that I wanted to show. And, you know, I tried putting it in order, but, you know, I'm a disaster. So I get into the Goodwill. I pull into the parking lot. I have my coffee. And, you know, I never find anything at this Goodwill. I don't even remember. I think I may have bought less than 5 records total ever from this Goodwill. Excuse me. And as I'm getting out of my car, I see a guy open the door and walk out with, he had to have at least 5 records in his hand. And I was like, I literally almost got back in my car and just left, because I knew there was going to be nothing if that guy had already bought the records. So then I'm like thinking to myself, damn, I should have went to Goodwill first and then gone to Bull Moose. But by then you're like, whatever. So then I go and I see they just had mounds of records. I'd never seen this many records at this Goodwill before. And I start looking through the piles. I mean, they had the regular piles, and then they had stuff laying on top because it didn't fit into the bins. So I pull a stack, and there's a couple crappy. And then I found Buckwheat Zydeco, and I was like, yes! I was like, that guy before me passed up a good one. So I'm like, okay, if there's a Buckwheat Zydeco, and oh man, I can't wait to spin this. So I love Buckwheat. He passed away a couple years ago, but I mean, if you, I think last year or 2 years ago, and this is on Rounder Records. I mean, this is just some great Zydeco, Cajun. I know Headley's starting to get into this stuff big time. I know Jonathan likes this stuff. I'm sure a bunch of you guys like this, but I only have one Buckwheat record, so I'm glad to finally add another. And the crazy thing is I'm going through all these records, right? And I already have a stack of probably 20 to 30 records in front of me that I already pulled out. And this lady comes around the corner, older woman, older than me. I get anybody older than me is an older woman now because I'm old. So she comes around the corner and she's like, oh, you find some good ones? And I'm like, yeah, it's like I'm having a lot of fun down here. And she's like, oh, I was here last night, I bought a couple, and there was one that I wanted, so I came back for it today. what was it? She wanted the Buckwheat Zydeco. So I'm like, oh, son of a bitch. I'm like, I can be a really nice guy and give her the Buckwheat Zydeco, or I can be an asshole and keep it. And I told her, I was like, you know what? I love buckwheat. I'm keeping it. I was like, it's already in my pile. I felt bad, but you know what? She should have bought it last night. It was $1, right? It was $1. She should have bought it. She shouldn't. You know, she told me what she bought. She bought the Motels. She told me she bought Linda Ronstadt, and she bought one other record. You know what? She should have bought the Buckwheat Zydeco instead of the Linda Ronstadt, because you can get Linda Ronstadt every day of the week for $1. Love Linda Ronstadt, but she should have bought this one instead. Anyway, that's my... When you're going out at record shops and you see something, you gotta buy it. You gotta buy it on the spot, because it's never gonna be there the next day or the next 10 minutes sometimes. So that's if you see it, you gotta buy it. I guess I'm a jerk. Okay, so that's not even the best one. That's just the beginning. So, all right, I'm gonna go just right because this literally was the second record I found. So I gotta. This is my gem of gems. You can stop watching after I show this video. Well, no, you can't because I got some other cool shit in here too. But I never even seen this record before. Bam! The Stooges. Serious? Can you freaking believe this was at Goodwill for $1? Yeah, like I said, I had a David Michael day. It really can happen. and not in Canada. It happened in the United States of America, in Maine. Maine is close to Canada. I betcha a Canadian crossed the border and dropped these off. I bet. But anyway, the Stooges. And the lady, she starts just, the lady that wanted the buckwheat starts going through my records I had to the side. And she's like, oh, these are all your, what's the Stooges? Like, have you ever heard of Iggy Pop? Yeah. That's Iggy. Oh my God, I could have bought that last night, she said. I was like, you should have. Anyway, this lady, she actually was really cool. And I actually ended up giving her like 3 or 4 records that I had in my stack because she was really cool. I really enjoyed talking to her. She'd tell me how she was from California and she lived in New Orleans for a bit. And that's why she wanted the buckwheat. And I was like, I'll give you some, but you're not getting one. Anyway, here is the red Electra label. I have not cleaned it yet. I haven't spun it yet. I can't wait. I never ever have even seen this. Even like at shows, I've never seen this. First time I've ever held one. So, bam. Okay, so I was shaking. Literally shaking. Because usually it's just Herb Alpert and Mantovani and just this crap, right? Not that Herb Alpert's crap. Herb Alpert's not crap. I was actually spinning Herb Alpert's Christmas record in here the other day, and it sounded damn good. But the next record I pull, some Albert Collins. Oh, some blues, and it's a gatefold. Oh man, this is the first time I opened it. That is a cool gatefold. That is freaking cool. But yeah, I don't know if you want to see the label. I believe this is oh yeah, I forget. Tumbleweed. So there we go, some Albert Collins. I just, the next record, and I already had this record, but this is an upgrade for me. My copy was really beat. I have my mom and dad's copy of this record, and I think they did a little bit too much partying and drinking and smoking, and when they were playing Country Joe, because their copy is scratched. It was not nice, but this one isn't perfect, but it's much cleaner. And there's the Silver Vanguard label. Much cleaner than the copy I had, so I was happy to find an upgrade of that. And the next one I find, I'm really, 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 really pumped. It's like the Stooges, you never see this. And I have seen it at like a record show once. It was good too. Candy Apple Crack. Serious? Serious? Like, so we had like, it must have been like a punk rock. I don't know who the hell turned in these records, man. They got punk, they had Country Joe, they got blues, there was a bunch of like really cool, just weird like world music stuff that I bought. So I got like some like Japanese stuff and some English folk, and I got a lot of cool stuff. I'm not going to show it all today. I will get back. I want to listen to it, check it out. But once I found like Husker Du and the Stooges and Country Joe and Albert Collins, I'm like, some of this other stuff that I don't know has to be good too, because this person had good taste in music. So I just pulled out stuff, and I was like, I'm going to have to research. I'm going to buy it because they're $1 a piece. I'll research it. I'll whatever. But here's 2 more that I wanted to show from that Goodwill haul. Like I said, there's probably another 5 to 10 after this. But I got some James Cotton. I mean, I haven't heard this yet. It's on, again, Vanguard. I mean, I just got home. I can't wait to get into these. Another James Cotton. We got some blues here, man. I'm really pumped because I didn't have any James Cotton in my collection. I did have some Albert Collins, but I don't have that one, so I'm really pumped. And then I went to another Goodwill, and this one I was on the fence about buying, but I paid it, like I said, it's like $1. So I couldn't leave it there. The Temptations, Solid Rock. It is a bootleg from Seoul, Korea on Oscar Records. I mean, it's fairly flimsy. The label's really, really cool, I thought. Yegrin? It doesn't even say The Temptations, it's just Temptations. which I laughed about in the store. I'm literally laughing at the, like, oh man, not even The Temptations. But yeah, so I can't wait to clean this up. I really want to hear that. They do Ain't No Sunshine. I really want to hear that. So that's not everything. We're at 21 minutes. We're going to go a full half hour today. I'm sorry, guys. I just have so much stuff. I got all this stuff that I want to show you guys that I've been buying. But I got to go to Record Store Day. Record Store Day, Black Friday 2018. There was only a handful of things that were must-haves. And then there's a couple things that I still want that I didn't pick up yet, but I think I'll be able to get them later. But my must-haves, my number one must-have from Record Store Day was Emmett Otter Jug Band Christmas. This has been my favorite Christmas special since I was a little kid. Alright? And the music on this is just awesome. I mean, you have jug band music, you know, so you got like folk, but then you also have, I don't know if there's a picture, oh yeah, the River Bottom Nightmare Band. That sounds like Deep Purple. You got Chuck the Bear on organ. So, John Lord, watch out. Chuck the Bear is coming for you. But this has never been released as a soundtrack. My entire life, I've wanted this on CD, tape, you name it. Streaming, vinyl. My entire life. This came out in 1977. So I was 1 when this came out. And my entire life I've wanted that. I can't believe it's never been issued on any format until this year. So, you know, 40 years later, they finally release it. And first thing, that was number 1 on my list. Number 2 on my list is a record I've been wanting on vinyl for a long time. It's Sheryl Crow, Tuesday Night Music Club. Yeah, you guys know I love my 90s, and this was quintessential for me. I listened to this nonstop when this first came out. I was actually at this tour. I was up close. And Sheryl comes. Sheryl was drunk, man. She was on stage and she sounded great. She's really bluesy. When Sheryl live, amazing live. She sounded nothing like the record. She comes out and she's all bluesy. She did like cover. I don't remember what she covered. It was, you know, this is in the 90s. I don't really remember, but I do remember when she was up there. She's drinking Heinekens. I remember that. She had a few Heinekens that night because she was. It's on this pretty blue vinyl. There's your labels. Cold beer label, which reminds me I need a sip of my cold beer. But I do remember she started playing the song Strong Enough. You guys know her hit. And there was a guy in the stand, or in the stand, behind me on the floor. Some guy yells out, "I'm strong enough to be your man!" Sheryl, I'm telling you, she had one too many Heinekens that night. Because she says, and I shit you not, she says, "But are you long enough?" And the whole crowd lost it. I'm not gonna reply what the guy yelled back. But she said that. I am not full of shit. But yeah, she had one too many Heinekens on stage that night. That was awesome. So anyway, those were the only two I bought originally. And then my wife is texting. My wife just texted me. I'm making this on my phone. She just got out of work, apparently, and she texted me, "Did you buy any beer?" I did. I bought beer. But yeah, that's the kind of text I get from my wife. "Did you buy any wine tonight, Brian? Did you buy any champagne? Did you buy any beer?" Bought some beer. So when I'm done making this, I got text her and be like, "Yes, I got beer." Okay, so yeah, so I didn't originally buy this next piece. My favorite band, you guys all know. I already have most of the stuff by this band, and that's why I couldn't buy it. And then I got home and I was like, how can I be one of their best fans and not own this? So, the Wet Sprocket released this box set, which is freaking huge, and it was pricey. You know what I mean? It was $105, and the thing is, here's my. I got what number? 821 out of 1500. All right, and it comes with, you know, a 16-page booklet. Well, who cares? It's nothing new, and that's why I say who cares. I was kind of disappointed with the booklet. It's just the insides. It's the inside of the CD of Dulcinea and the inside of the Fear. So it has like the lyrics and stuff, which is cool, but it's nothing new. You've seen it all before. They just put it into a booklet. It's cool, but now this is the reason why I got this. Pretty much the only reason why I got this box was for the 5-song EP Acoustic Dance Party, which sounds amazing. It sounds really good. And I've had this on CD since the day it came out. I needed vinyl, and you know, it's on my favorite color, green vinyl. Oh, beautiful, right? Look at the labels, cool. But I was kind of upset about this, because when you make a record and it's only 5 songs and you split it and it's live, and you got the first 3 songs on the first side and you put 2 songs on the back. If you have an opening monologue to a song, don't split it between the monologue and then put the song on the second side. They put the intro to Walk on the Ocean on side A after Nancy, and then you go to side B and the song just starts. They should have just put the intro with that really pissed me off. I was really kind of upset about that. They did a bad job with that. Sounds great, but they split it at the wrong spot. But what can you do? And then it came with Dulcinea, which they said it was the first time ever released in the U.S. That's a lie. This was released a few months ago in the U.S. as a single disc. Now they've released it as a gatefold double, which sounds good. You know, but, you know, the thing is like, oh yeah, first time Dulcinea ever releasing. No, it's the second time it's been released in the last couple months, because I just bought this. Pissed. I paid $50 for it at the concert, and not knowing that it was going to be coming out again. And then this copy does have a bonus track of the song Hope, which was like a UK bonus that it wasn't on like the US. And then this comes on a red vinyl, which is cool. And then nah, I'm not gonna play these games. And then it comes with Fear, and it's also a gatefold, which is really cool. And it comes on like, I'm sorry, I'm rushing this now because we're over a half an hour, and there's probably 5 of you still watching. True. It's on yellow. Looks really cool. It's all remastered. It sounds awesome. It really sounds awesome. I have an original of this. Original 90s press. This is just so much cleaner than mine. Mine has like some pops and not skips, but like ticks and stuff. And my original has like hairlines, and you know, so I am very happy, very, very, very happy that I picked this up for that, as well as the other stuff. But like I said, all right, I'm not gonna say that. It's 32 minutes. I apologize for how long it is. I still got this stuff I want to show. I still got even more that I want to show. I'm gonna hope to make another video either at the end of the week or next week, because I want to show some of this other stuff. But I gotta run, and you guys have probably way more important things to do than watch me babble for more minutes. So, Merry Christmas, and cheers.